Is Clara taller than Fushuan? Let me see. We're kind of the same height. Interesting.
FBI, open up!
Seriously? Thanking us like that and then immediately sending us on another mission?
Come on, Marge, don't complain like that.
It's not a mission. The Stellaron Crisis, the Disciples of Sanctus Medicus Rebellion, the Arbor's resurrection. Not to mention the Antimatter Legion infiltrating the Luofu. All of these incidents need reporting at the highest level for investigation.
Okay, that is way too much dilemma to be investigated all at once.
It's just that, having been in the middle of everything, I'm struggling to keep an accurate perspective. I would appreciate if you could go through it all with me, so that I can reacquaint myself with a finer detail.
Oh, so you are joining us?
So, where should we begin?
Let's discuss Fantilia first.
It appears that Fantilia was the mastermind behind it all. The Xianzhou warred with the Antimatter Legion in the past, and ever since we have kept a watchful eye on their movements. Few could have foreseen the insidious tactics employed in the execution of their assaults. The Lord Ravager slithered in unnoticed, clandestinely plotting and machinating, and surreptitiously bestowed a Stellaron upon the disciples of Sanctus Medicus. This heinous act instigated an uprising aimed at luring the Luofu into a perilous trap of self-destruction. The present danger posed by the Legion clearly demands a re-evaluation. We should proceed cautiously.
Okay, what about the Disciples of Sanctus Medicus?
When the ambrosial arbor was severed by the Rainbow Arbiter thousands of years ago, the abundance became a taboo. Those within the Alchemy Commission, the original masters of the so-called Way of Immortality, were ruined at a stroke. The Commission became a shadow of its former self. Presumably, from that moment on, the seeds of discord for the disciples of Sanctus Medicus had already been planted. Some of them were willing to work with the enemy, acquiring a Stellaron from the Antimatter Legion to try and revive the abundance. They succeeded all right. But why would Fantilia's objective to be to realize their wishes? Those traitors gained nothing. They betrayed the Xianzhou only to become sacrificial offerings in the Lord Ravager's grand scheme.
I hope Tingyun's okay. Okay, how about the Stellaron Hunters?
The Stellaron Hunters. We know just as little. But in the Matrix of Prescience, I saw a prophecy that Kafka received from Destiny's slave. Elio foresaw all manner of possibilities for the Luofu.
Kafka is like, are you not entertained?
Based on what Kafka knows, and despite everything being under the control of Elio, that prophecy is indeed the most beneficial future for the Luofu. The Stellaron Hunters walked right into our trap, and even gifted allies, in the form of yourselves, to the Xianzhou. That might sound self-interested, but I hope the feeling is mutual.
How could you not foreseen this incident in the very first place? I'm kinda having second thoughts on your capabilities. Nah, I'm kidding.
Now that the future has come true, the Xianzhou has discovered the Legion's intentions, and with everyone's help, has imposed a crushing defeat on Fantilia.
I think we already have the gist.
That we may. But as logical as things might seem, there are still many details about which we're uncertain.
Which is?
For example, how was the Stellaron brought onto the Xianzhou? And who sent it onto Scale Gorge Waterscape? How many disciples of Sanctus Medicus still remain at large? All of this is a mystery. Thus far, we've done our best. I'm submitting my report to the Alliance, and I've already got a plan in mind. All of you will feature in the report. But for the sake of Jingyuan, anything related to Xianzhou internal affairs will have names redacted. I hope you can forgive me.
I mean, that's fine.
I was about to make the same request, Master Diviner. Since the Arbor's resurrection, I'm sure the Alliance will be poring over every detail of the report. I fear that if the Astral Express gets dragged into matters, leaving will not be an easy task.
We may be locked up here forever.
Jingyuan has committed quite a few violations this time around, and I'll have to deal with them one by one. Cloud Knight generals are all such a hassle. Before you leave, please make time to recuperate. If there's anywhere you'd like to visit, feel free to take a look. I must attend to some Cloud Knight matters. Farewell for now.
Before you bid farewell, Fushuan, please come home early.
Oh, if you pass through Starskiff Haven, I have something that I hope you can give to Yukong.
Okay. Wait. Something Miss Tingyan left behind? What is that?
It was all so chaotic. When Phantilia took form, it was as if Tingyun vanished into thin air. The Cloud Knights were only able to find her fan. She took it with her everywhere. It's currently unclear if Tingyun was a puppet manipulated by Phantilia, or if some form of deception was used to cloud her vision.
Oh, it's Tingyan's fan.
I'm already prepared for the worst. Considering how the Legion operates, I fear the fate of the Skyfaring Commission Ambassador may be a bleak one. As for how matters are handled with regards to Tingyun, I believe it's best left to her Foxian ken. I have informed the Skyfaring Commission of the events which took place, and I think it would be best if you were the one to deliver this item to Yukong.
I understand. Leave it with us.
Thank you, Mr. Yang. Now, let me take a look at my remaining duties for the day. It's quite the list. It's getting late. If you need me, I'll be in the Divination Commission Conclave Hall.
Okay, what should be our plan? You have any ideas, March 7th?
Oh, well, we had a lot of stumbles along the way, but we still managed to kick butt and save the Luofu without breaking a sweat. Feels kinda surreal.
Not breaking a sweat, almost breaking a neck. That battle was kinda hard. Maybe this was all fate?
You don't sound very happy. It may seem like the Stellaron Hunters are controlling everything, but we create our own future. No matter how powerful they are, they can't make a future that doesn't exist come true. Since showing up, we've saved a lot of people and averted disaster for the whole Xianzhou. Who cares whether someone or something was directing it? Be happy.
I'm kinda half and half. And I can't say that I'm very happy or whatever. So what are your plans from here?
Actually, I was wondering if Diviner Fu could do me a favor.
Favor for what?
The Matrix of Prescience has amazing powers and can iterate and reiterate Kafka's past. So it got me thinking, if I turned the Matrix on me, could it calculate my past?
Oh, okay, wait a minute. So you are interested in your past, and you want to use that Matrix of Prescience? Why didn't you ask Fushuan for help while she was here? Yeah.
I was shy. Talking about personal stuff like that in front of everyone? It'd be too embarrassing.
We have done a lot of things in favor of the Xianzhou Luofu, so you don't need to be afraid asking for one favor for Fushuan.
When you're free, let's go hit up the Divination Commission together and see what Fu Xuan has to say.
Okay, sure.
I see. Please extend my regards to the 10 lords.
I will. Our condolences, Hellmaster. You have guests. I shall take my leave.
I wonder when will Zhui Yi will come out. She's kind of an interesting character. Maybe she's a 4-star.
On behalf of the Skyfaring Commission, I would like to thank the crew of the Express for saving the Luofu from the Stellaron crisis.
Madame Yukong must have heard about Miss Tingyun.
Yes, I have heard. Seeing 4 leave, yet only 3 return, was enough for me to know that Fu Xuan's report was indeed correct.
I have nothing else to say. Wait. Miss Tingyun left this behind.
Tingyun. I still can't believe it. The whole report reads like a bad joke. It's simply unimaginable. The Antimatter Legion on the Xianzhou, and Tingyun, a Lord Ravager? How could someone who spent over 30 years working alongside me at the Skyfaring Commission turn out to be nothing more than a monster in disguise? What happened to the real Tingyun?
For now, we have no idea.
Madame Yukong.
I'm sorry. I understand. It's just hard for me to accept. Thank you for bringing Tingyun's belongings back to the Palace of Astrum. The Stellaron crisis has cost us too many comrades. Brothers, sisters, children. I'd like to invite all of you, as witnesses to this war, to a soul-soothing ceremony hosted by the Skyfaring Commission. Will you consider?
A soul-soothing ceremony?
To put it into short life terms, a funeral. You see, for long-life species of the Xianzhou, death has always been a distant, mystical concept. Ordinarily, the Ten Lords Commission guides people to the Hall of Karma before any symptoms of Mara are detected. There, they leave behind their lives and wait for their time to come. People are used to a short farewell as opposed to a tedious burial process. Given our limited lifespans, the only ones who place value on ceremony are us Foxians. Countless Cloud Knights lost their lives or became Mara-struck during the crisis. The Hall of Karma couldn't take them all in, and so they passed away.
They deserve all the tribute.
All of these sudden deaths and unfulfilled wishes remind us that long-life species still live out insignificant and limited lives. By combining Skyfaring Commission technology with Foxian ceremony, we honor those who have passed on. We place items of the dead onto star skiffs and send them out to sail between the stars, to shine brightly among them. It's not just to comfort the dead, those souls who can never talk with us again, but also to comfort their surviving relatives, close friends, and indeed all residents of the Xianzhou. It's also my way of saying farewell to Tingyun. I know, I'm selfish. She may not have died a Cloud Knight, but but she's still one of us here at the Skyfaring Commission. A victim caught up in a wider conflict.
Wait a second. Is Ting Yun really dead? So we're gonna hold that ceremony for her?
I'd like to hold this ceremony as a way of distancing the memory of Ting Yun from the Lord Ravager who tarnished her identity.
If so, this would be the first time a character already died. No way!
I can still hardly believe it. I'll use my own methods to locate Ting Yun's whereabouts, but at present,
No, I can't believe Ting Yun already died.
This is the least I can do for her.
There is more out of it.
I'd like to ask you all to witness this event with me.
Okay, we'll be there at the ceremony. But this is kind of weird.
I've instructed Yan Ming to sort through Ting Yun's belongings. I hope you can pick some out to place around the star skiff.
Leave this to us. We'll take care of it as per your wishes, Madame Yukong.
Once again, my thanks to all of you. I've asked the judges of the Ten Lords Commission to ratify this soul-soothing ceremony, and have commissioned a special skiff at Stargazer Navalia for the ceremony. If you need anything, that's where I'll be.
So it looks like it's a Viking ceremony, I presume?
You always did say that I like to gossip. And here I am rambling on, proving you right again. If only you were here to cut me off.
Mr. Yan Ming?
Oh. It's you. For a moment, I thought she'd return. Did the Helm Master send you over?
Yes, she did.
We're here to help sort out Miss Ting Yun's things. Madame Yukong wants to use some of them for her soul-soothing ceremony.
I still don't believe she's already dead.
Well, I've managed to get through pretty much everything. It's all in this box. Please, take your time.
Okay, let's see what there is. An Annie Cassiter's seal, a small box, a knife, a bow, and something wrapped up tight. I wonder what this is. Looks like some kind of antique? But who'd want to hold on to something like this?
It's like the cat figurine. Whenever I go into a shop or a market. Okay, it's kind of cute.
Oh, Ting Yun explained that one to me. It's a folk statuette from Foxian antiquity. They say it can bring wealth if placed correctly.
Yeah, that cat figurine also brings luck too.
There's also a note in the package. This is for you, Mr. Yan Ming. Wishing you fortune and success in every endeavor. Yan Ming, it seems like this is a gift for you from Miss Ting Yun.
Aw, she should have given that gift to Mr. Yan Ming personally.
I remember asking her for one at the time. This is unexpected. I only mentioned it in passing, but she remembered. Ting Yun and I were from different guilds. We were competitors, but also colleagues. When we used to trade in other lands, we would bring back local specialties and distribute them among friends and other guild members. It became a custom. The rivalry between us and the Whistling Flames to be the Skyfaring Commission's top guild was always fierce. We would gift each other all kinds of bizarre oddities. Candy that made your leg hair grow. A violin that could shatter glass with its piercing shriek. Oh, I was completely unprepared for this. I never thought Ting Yun would leave something behind for me that was so sincere and earnest. If I don't return a gift, I'll lose our little duel. But what could I possibly gift her back?
Huh. Besides the seal, the knife, and the bow, none of this seems like something Miss Ting Yun would have kept. I thought she was more about jewelry and beauty. Could there be other things similar to what Yan Ming got? We should take a look.
I like how March 7 is the one scouring all these things or these belongings. I want to take a look in that box.
There's nothing else, except a handful of seeds.
What kind of seeds?
It looks like there's something printed on the bottom of the box. The Sleepless Earl. Let me think. Where have I seen that name before?
Okay, Mr. Know-It-All, tell us. I want to take a look at that knife.
I can't cook to save my life, but one thing I'm sure of is that's a kitchen knife.
Oh, it's just a kitchen knife.
I've never seen Miss Ting Yun use anything like that to defend herself. It must be another gift that she never had time to send. There's an ad in the knife case. Spices Supreme. A room alley? Which store is that again?
I think it's Starskiff Haven outside. If I do remember. I want to take a look at that bow.
This bow.
What the heck? Did you broke it?
It's a good bow. It couldn't be meant for me. Could it?
Oh, really?
Huh?
I'm sure you weren't the only archer she knew.
Alright, just kidding. Just trying to liven things up around here.
Okay, I'll give you that. Okay, we should get going.
Do you know where we're supposed to take these things?
The Sleepless Earl. Was that the name of that tea house at the port when we first got into town?
Welcome to the Sleepless Earl. I'm the owner here. The name's Ming Ming. How many of you are there? Which tea would you like today?
Oh, I forgot the name of this store or tea house. Okay, now I know. We're here on a gift-giving errand for Miss Ting Yun.
Oh, this is the tea Miss Ting Yun promised to get for me. She really went to another world for me. She's incredible.
I actually forgot that Miss Ting Yun loves tea.
When I took over this tea house from my parents, I thought I'd shake things up by creating a new tea product. Famous brews like Whale Tide Spring or Vegetations in the Alchemy Cauldron have been around for millennia, and imported mixed teas have also found a niche. Introducing a new product into the industry is really hard. Miss Ting Yun came to the tea house one day and heard about my troubles. She said she could find me a brand new strain during her travels. One that nobody on the Xianzhou had ever tasted. I just thought she was trying to cheer me up. I never thought she'd actually do it. Where is Miss Ting Yun today?
Should we really tell her? I'm afraid Miss Ting Yun is... No, I can't tell her the truth. Okay, she's had to embark on another long voyage.
Yes. Now that the crisis has been averted and the ports are resuming operations, Miss Ting Yun has been dispatched on business with the Skyfaring Commission out to other worlds.
Oh, really? Well, that's a shame. Well, hold on a sec.
But I bet she will know the truth because of the ceremony.
Based on her suggestion, I improved the Whale Tide Spring, Emerald Hills, and Dawn Dew strains to make a new variety with a sweet, long-lasting taste. I called it Ting Yun's Blend.
This will be a memorable tea.
Seeing as she can't enjoy it right now, I'll have to invite all of you to try a cup.
Did I hear a treasure chest? Oh, there it is!
If you find any components, can I have them?
This is a new map, right? Yeah, it is. Okay.
Spice is supreme. Check out that sign. Here it is.
Honored guests, welcome to our humble eatery. What can we get for you today?
We're here on a gift-giving errand for Miss Ting Yun.
Something from Miss Ting Yun for me?
Yeah.
Oh, what a precious person she is. A sweet thing like her, gifting me a kitchen knife. When she first ate here, I told her my motto: you can't better your own food unless you taste it. Then she got me to talk about my hunting and cooking experiences out on other worlds.
I can tell that Ting Yun is very well loved in the whole Luofu.
She was captivated. She pestered me about dish after dish. At the end, she mentioned she wanted to get me a gift. A sword for a hero and a knife for a chef. That's how she put it. She probably came across some rare mineral and forged it by hand. Look how sharp it is. I bet it'd cut straight through a Thalassa titanium terrapin shell. Miss Ting Yun is too kind. Who among the Aram Alley vendors hasn't been spoiled by the generosity of whistling flames? Her grand fare puts small merchants like us in touch with big intergalactic vendors. If we're talking gifts, it's us who should be gifting her something. Oh, I heard the trade port is open again for business. Miss Ting Yun must be real busy, right?
Yeah, indeed.
Miss Ting Yun couldn't tear herself away from work, so we've had to gift this on her behalf today.
Do we have to tell a lie to these people all the time? I kinda have a guilt about it.
Really? Thank you so much. Why don't I give you all a demonstration and prepare a dish? My treat. I'd love to repay this kindness. Oh, speaking of which, it was our chili beef offal stew that first attracted Miss Ting Yun to our restaurant. It's spicy, sumptuous, and guaranteed to get the mouth watering. Not even a girl as refined as Ting Yun could resist the temptation.
About that bow, I think I know who Miss Ting Yun intended to gift it to.
Mr. Yan Ming said an ambassador will return with a gift for a trusted colleague. The person who Ting Yun trusts the most is Madame Yukong, right?
Aw, there she is. I kind of feel bad for her.
What brings you here?
We're here to pass on the gift from Miss Ting Yun.
This bow. Did Ting Yun pick it out for me? She understood my pain. It's a shame I can no longer do anything for her.
I mean, the fan is enough. And then the bow. I don't know if Yukong can endure it all.
30 years ago, I fought in a terrible war. My comrade and I set sail together, but only I returned. The scars of that war never truly healed. Still, the Luofu traced out its arc of recovery and continued to trade. I felt tired of voyaging, like I'd lost the courage to pull on a bowstring ever again. I hid away in the Skyfaring Commission and buried myself in work, never wanting to see the sky again. Despite rising to Helm Master, my military career hadn't prepared me for the type of meticulous planning work now confronting me. Ting Yun, on the other hand, was a born merchant, always discussing business matters with me and offering up advice, even if she was my subordinate. She never fought alongside me on the battlefield, but in her own way, she became a comrade in arms. Without the help of Ting Yun and the Guild, the Luofu would not have been able to recover in the space of just 30 short years. I used to think that the Xianzhou had changed with the times. Geniuses like Ting Yun were the future for the Skyfaring Commission's next generation. They would bring prosperity to the Luofu. I was only ever suited to the flames of war. I was wrong. Only when the last minions of the Antimatter Legion are wiped out will I become useless to the Xianzhou. The Xianzhou needs people like me, those willing to cruise the sky and fight the flames.